Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to Ranked with Karifurai. This is episode number 4, and listen, I'm gonna just get this over with now. I'm changing the way that this series works, alright guys, so I'm starting it off in experimental. I'm playing experimental right now because I'm just about to change the way I do things, alright? So normally when I would make my ranked videos, I would only play ranked and make said videos whenever I was perfectly like completely warmed up. I was playing well, you know, getting cool reads and strings and stuff. Because basically I didn't want to lose Elo, right? I'm very close to plat right now and I wanted to reach it. And fair enough, me. But I want this to change because there's something kind of bad about it. Like it's very nerve-wracking. I have a really bad ranked anxiety. It's really bad. That I'll play a clip now. I actually tried recording ranked episode 4 a while ago, so this would have been number 5, I guess. But I had to end it early because I was too nervous that I stopped playing. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm gonna end the video already. And the reason why is because I'm just so nervous that I can't even play the game. I'm just gonna keep losing Elo. I'm just really nervous for no reason at all. Because I was one game below plat, And I was like, no way can I do this. But what I mean by me changing some things up is, well, for one, I want to talk less about the game or less about like specific parts of the game, like, oh, this happened, then this happened, and more just talk about maybe Brawlhalla in general, something like that. But even more so than that, I just want to change the way that I play ranked. I feel like the more ranked that I play and the more I kind of let loose, the better my ranked anxiety will get, as in, I'll get less anxious. It's probably normal that it would happen if I'm close to a milestone, like hitting plat. But, like, for example, alright, I walked in right into that. But I think that I'm going to change it up and just play ranked, like, all the time. And the way that this series was working before is that I would record every single time I played ranked, but I already broke that rule, for one. But for two, essentially, like, I'll just play ranked whenever, and then I'll only record sometimes whenever I feel like it. So the elo will jump around a lot and stuff. But thing is I think I just started summer break, meaning I'm out of school for like 2 months, and I think I may want to start grinding ranked because I really want to get over my ranked anxiety. I want to let loose, and just grind a game for once. I do play experimental a lot, as you can tell I'm playing it right now. But I feel like the ranked would kind of be a bit more fun because sometimes I match up like really awful opponents that are just so bad that it's like, why am I even playing you? And I know that there is I think like it's called Shadow Elo or something like that, but maybe Concrete Elo would be better. And also, rank doesn't equal improvement, but improvement does equal rank. And the thing is maybe if I improved at Brawlhalla, it would be nice to see a number go up, like the fruits of my labor. I don't know. But in general, I just want to play more ranked. But in order to do that, I definitely have to get over ranked anxiety. So I'm gonna start playing ranked all the time, and you'll be able to see my ranked wins go up. Oh, I died. See, this is exactly the thing that I would be scared about doing in ranked. But anyways, without further ado, let's hop into it. Another thing that I would always do in ranked in the past is only play legends that I was extremely confident in. Legends with my strongest weapons, or with SIGs that I'm most comfortable with, or anything like that, right? Right now I'm playing Koji. No way would I ever do this back in the day, alright? Because I'm not that confident with my Koji playing, and I'd be scared of, losing Elo, per se, even though it's just a number. But I feel like if I just play whoever I want to play, then I can enjoy the game more because I'm just playing who I want to play, you know. I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna play Dusk because I'm good at Dusk, even though I don't want to play Dusk. You know, like my sword, my bow's pretty good, so in terms of that, the Koji is not that bad of a pick, but my sword is not that strong, so. But yeah, I hope you guys will. Well, really, the only guy who watches this is Markion, so he's the only one that will be able to tell. But I hope that you guys will enjoy this change of pace in ranked and enjoy the change in mindset as I just let go and just enjoy the game more. Alright, we're on the bow here. This guy is very strong off stage. I got gimped twice. And this is exactly what I mean, but if I just associate ranked as, you know, being some other form of experimental, and I don't really care about you though anymore, then all will be swell, I reckon. And that is definitely what I want to start doing. So you may see the gameplay quality dropping, like I won't be going as ham anymore, but I will be enjoying the game more, so perhaps it'll be more fun to watch in a different way. I'm probably going to get 3-stocked against this guy. Alright. This guy really doesn't play on stage at all. And you know, fair enough, he's really good off stage. Phew, finally. Yeah, so I'm not gonna win this. He has more than a stock lead, but I do want to see how good I can do. Like, I want to see how close I can get to winning. Come on, bro. But yeah, anyways, about summer break, I'm pretty excited about it. Thing is like, I did this awful thing in school where I let my grades drop extremely low, and then right before the end of the grading period, I fix them all. Like, no joke, my GPA was a 1.2 at one point in this year. And throughout the year, I improved it to about a 3.4, which is pretty average, not that good. But, so one second, I'll go into the next game first. Alright, we're in the next game here, but yeah, like I was saying, I do that terrible thing in school of making my grades really bad and then, like, fixing them to at least above passing right at the end of the quarter so that I don't, like, fail high school or whatever, you know. So at least I do that instead of literally just failing. But, as much as I don't like to admit it, it causes me a lot of stress. You know, having to not work at all and then instantly working on like giga overtime to fix it instead of just doing the work straight up. Miraculously, I passed every single class though, so I don't have to like retake a class over the summer or anything, which is good because it means that I can just relax over the summer. But yeah, about summer break and stuff. Okay, well that's freelo. Thing is it's really relaxing not having to worry about grades. And you know, I think that I would still be kind of stressed about school if I did do all the work like a normal human being. Cause then I'd just be stressed about it in the way that everybody else is stressed about school, and not in my way. But yeah, I do think that you will see in the next couple episodes that I will drop majorly in elo, probably even to the 1400s as I just play the game and stop worrying. But slowly it should rise again as I just become more confident of a player. Like even now, I'm very nervous, and as you can see, I'm playing genuinely awful. Getting gimped in these 2 matches so far. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to change the way that things were going. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'm just playing the game now. Okay, that was kind of cool. Alright, I'm gonna change the topic to something else now. So, recently, I may actually make a video about this, but recently I actually have been watching Naruto. I'm an anime watcher who in the past always crapped on Naruto because it was the cool thing to do, even though I didn't even know anything about it. I was just like, what, you like Naruto? Naruto's trash. I literally knew nothing about Naruto. It's just that in middle school, all my weeb friends, you know, they always said that Naruto was trash, even though mostly they probably didn't see it either. And so I was like, oh, so, like, talking trash about Naruto is the cool thing to do, so guess I'll join in. And then you do have some people, like Markon, who most of you guys, if there's anybody other than him who even watches these videos, know. He's like my best friend, and he's an anime watcher who has seen way more anime than me, and he just genuinely just doesn't like shonen. You know, he's not a generic Naruto hater, he just hates Naruto. He's just like, yeah, this is trash. And he actually just like tried watching it too, so. But anyways, I recently started watching it as like a joke. I was like, man, this is gonna be so bad, but why don't I try it out, you know? I was like, who cares? I'm bored anyway, so. But anyways, to my surprise, I started watching it, and it actually ended up being really good. It's not like the best anime I've ever seen, but it's pretty good. I'm on episode 71 right now, out of, as you know, 220. Alright, I'm in the next match here. Switch to the Ember. But yeah, the thing about Naruto is if I had to rate it out of 10, normally I don't rate shows until I've seen the entire thing. Even Hunter x Hunter, it's 150 episodes almost, and sure enough, I still waited until I had seen the entire show to rate it. Of course, I rated it a 10, by the way. That's one of my favorites of all time. It's an amazing anime. But anyways, about Naruto. I'd rate it at 8 so far. Generally, it's pretty good, and my favorite part about it probably isn't even the focus, as it is an action anime. It's a shonen action, you know. But believe it or not, the action is actually some of my least favorite parts of the anime. Like, I really like the comedy moments, personally. You know, I sent Markion a clip of Naruto's sexy jutsu, Ero jutsu, and he thought it was really stupid. He was like, this humor is garbage. I was like, okay, fair enough, you know. Different humor preferences or whatever, especially in media. But yeah, but I really like that. Like, not to spoil anything, but a bit later in the anime, there's they do this like tournament, and basically what happens is that the guy Naruto has to go training, and he trains with like this old guy who really loves women. He's like basically a pedophile. Well, not like underage kids, but just a pervert, I guess. He just likes women a lot. But the interactions between this old guy who's secretly like really strong but just likes women a lot versus you know, Naruto, it's really awesome. And my favorite thing about long anime is that normally in short anime, you know, like 12-episode anime, you never really get to see the side characters develop. Like, you don't get used to them at all. It's just like, oh look, this guy exists solely so that the main character, like, just for the main character, you know what I mean? But in anime like Naruto, especially when you have so much time to get like close to them, get to know them, oh, that's pretty cool. Anyways, into the next match. But yeah, like I was saying, you really get to know the side characters really well. It's almost like they're main characters with less screen time. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's probably my favorite thing about, you know, Naruto and other shonen anime like that, is because, you know, it highly depends on what anime it is. Some anime are super great, just because the main character is so good. I can't really think of any examples off the bat or off the top of my head, but it's just so nice when you have a lot of variety of characters, and since the anime is so long, you get so many moments that's like it's impossible for every single part of the anime to be garbage, just because surely there's at least one character that you like. There's like 500 characters, and for my case, I like Sakura. I know that most people hate her. Of course, I like Naruto. Naruto's actually probably my favorite character in Naruto, which, you know, I guess you can say makes sense. Okay, he disconnected. This is Freelo. But thing is, like, yeah, I actually don't like Sasuke that much. And oh, I really like Kakashi. I like Kakashi. Kakashi's sick. I like how calm he is about everything. He's just always reading a book. But anyways, about Naruto, it really surprised me. You know, a while ago, I tried watching it, and it was really boring. Like, I literally stopped watching it within 20 seconds. It was when they were doing, like, the foxtail scene, and I was like, wow, look at this garbage old animation. It looks so ugly, and who cares about some nine-tailed fox or whatever? Because I didn't know that, you know, it was relating to the story quite a lot. But, when I was finally like, you know what, whatever, let's just watch it, like, just because I'm bored. Alright, so like I said, I'm in the next match now. And, anyways, so to continue on, when I did watch it, when I was just like, why not? Just because I was bored and I just watched it. I forced myself to watch past like the first couple minutes, and then quickly was very surprised. I don't quite remember what my expectations were of Naruto, like how I was assuming it was like. I just figured it was like Hunter x Hunter but bad, because, you know, they're both like really long shonen anime. Or I'm not really sure if Hunter x Hunter is shonen. But anyways, when I did watch it, and I was pleasantly surprised, because Naruto ended up being so much more likable than I was expecting. Like this like prankster guy, and it was so much more entertaining than I was expecting. I will be honest, the first couple episodes were boring, but a lot of people say that it doesn't start picking up until way later, and honestly I kind of disagree, because even on like episode 5, when he's just trying to get Sakura and he hates Sasuke or whatever, I'm just like, dang, this is really entertaining. I just really like Naruto. He's just a good character, you know. But so yeah, as of now, I am 70 episodes into it, and I'm just under 1/3 of the show. So I've seen about, you know, 1/3. That's just a way of repeating what I just said. But this is a really close match. It's really good though. And once again, it's not like my favorite show ever. My favorite show ever is Toradora, and not because it's a masterpiece, but just because of the connections that I felt, the feelings and emotions that I felt as it was, you know, with it being my 3rd anime of all time. And it was just super good, but yeah, though it's pretty good. At first, when I was watching Naruto, I was watching like 20 episodes a day. I was really going ham about it. But recently, I've been slowing it down quite a lot. I've only been watching a couple a day. And you may be surprised, and you know what? Like, you know, to be fair, I'm really watching it slow. But the reason is because it really depends on what's happening in the show. Like, the main events in the show and the parts that aren't supposed to be that important are like swapped for me. Because you could be like, oh wow, this is really important to the progression of the show, and I'm just like, wow, this is really boring. Like, okay, this is spoilers, so click off if you're interested in Naruto here. But there's this part where like the 4th Hokage, or no, it is the 3rd. The 3rd Hokage fights Orochimaru, and then the 1st and 2nd Hokage, because they're reanimated. They're long dead, but Orochimaru brought them back to life just to fight or whatever. And it's really boring. I'm just sitting here, and like the fight's going, and they're like, oh, random attack, random attack. I'm just like, shut up, dude, shut up. It's so boring. But the parts that are supposed to be boring and like not that important are my favorite parts of the show. There's like this part where Naruto goes to the hot springs, and when he goes to the hot springs, it's so entertaining, and like, cause he's like, ah, it's so hot, and you know the part where they're like, where Sasuke and Naruto are climbing a tree or whatever, because they're working on their, I think, ninjutsu, or is it genjutsu, whatever, and I'm like, dang, this is so entertaining watching them trying to get higher up on the tree every single time. Oh, nice, I reached plat. Oh, sorry, I reached plat. I won't say anything more for this video about Naruto, but basically that's just me ranting about Naruto, and it's pretty cool that I reached plat. So anyways, see you guys next time for episode 5. I really like this format.